Hello everyone, welcome to my channel. I hope everyone is having a wonderful day. It's unacceptable. Martin Lewis drops shocking update just a few minutes ago. Broken our hearts. This news must see. The ITV studios hummed with quiet urgency as Martin Lewis prepped for his usual Good Morning Britain segment. But as he entered the makeup chair, his phone buzzed again and again. Text after text, tweets, emails. Hey Martin, did you really launch that investment app? My aunt saw your Bitcoin thing on Facebook. Legit? Is this the new savings platform you spoke about? Martin's heart sunk. He opened Instagram. His face, cropped poorly, wearing a dated tie, was on a video ad promising people £5,000 in 5 days. It had 1.3 million views. Verified accounts were even resharing it. The ad used a fake voiceover generated by AI. It sounded just like him. He bolted upright. Get me the legal team, now. Within 24 hours, over 100 versions of the same scam had flooded Facebook, Instagram, TikTok, and even YouTube. The videos were too slick, too real. AI-generated deepfakes, crafted using years of Martin's real footage, were promising instant wealth. The scam funneled victims to fake investment websites that mimicked legitimate banking platforms. The moment people entered their details, everything was harvested. By Sunday, it was being called the most dangerous impersonation scam in UK social media history. Martin appeared live on ITV, gray with stress. "This is not me. I have never endorsed any fast money scheme. If you see it, do not touch it. Don't engage. Report it. Warn your friends." He looked directly at the camera. "This is beyond fraud. This is identity terrorism." The next day's This Morning opened with a somber tone. Ben Shepherd and Charlene White introduced a special segment titled The Martin Lewis Scam, Real Lives Affected. Seated on the couch was a retired nurse named Elaine, 67, who had lost £23,000, her entire pension pot. "I trusted him. It looked real. He's helped me save money for years. I just thought, if Martin says it's safe..." Another guest, a 22-year-old student named Darren, lost his part-time earnings. He only wanted to put £100 into savings. But the deepfake versions of Martin still haunted the internet. So he did the unthinkable. He made his own deepfake, verified, watermarked, and weaponized. It opened with the real Martin who introduced the project. "I'm Martin Lewis, and this is what I didn't say. Watch this, then learn to spot the signs." The video showed the AI version lying, promising fake wealth, then glitching, exposing the fraud. The video went viral, shared by influencers, teachers, journalists. It became a school curriculum staple, part of national media literacy. In a powerful BBC Panorama episode titled Trust in the Age of Lies, Martin revisited the victims who first came forward. Elaine, the retired nurse, had been offered emergency restitution from the Financial Compensation Authority after public pressure. Darren had found purpose, launching a student-led awareness campaign at university called Real Martin. Together, they shared a message. It's not your fault, but it is now your fight. Chapter 9. One Last Warning. 6 months later, Martin stood on the Good Morning Britain set again. This time, the topic wasn't the scam, it was about the future. "AI will transform our lives," he said, "but if we don't have laws, literacy, and ethics in place, it will destroy more than our finances. It will destroy trust itself." He held up a placard live on air with one last message, clear and stark. If it sounds too good to be true, don't click, don't share, don't touch. The new era of TruthGrid brought in not just cybersecurity experts, but storytellers, educators, and activists. Among them was a 19-year-old intern named Ravi Mehta,
a computing student from Sheffield. Ravi was the quiet kind, always in his red hoodie, never without his laptop. But what he lacked in small talk, he made up for with terrifying skill. He came to Martin one day with a digital map he'd built overnight. This shows every verified deepfake ad using your face. Not just where they exist now, but where they've been. Martin stared at the screen. There were thousands of digital pins.
Following that incident, an emergency summit was called in Geneva. Representatives from Meta, TikTok, Apple, and Google gathered with cyber law experts, AI scientists, and national leaders. Martin was invited to open the conference. Standing before a global audience, he said, "When the internet started, we all said, 'Don't believe everything you read.' Now, don't believe everything you see." He proposed the Digital Peace Accord, a global framework including a universal watermark system for AI-generated content, legal mandates for verified AI voice cloning bans, a global public likeness ledger controlled by citizens, not companies. It was signed in 37 countries within a month. In late winter, TruthGrid finally located Prometheus's main server hub, hidden in a network of VPN jumping shells stretching from Russia to South America. With help from Interpol, they shut it down in a coordinated international cyber raid. Martin was notified in the middle of an event at school where he was reading aloud about saving pocket money to a group of 8-year-olds. He stepped outside to a message from Ravi. "We did it. Prometheus is offline." Martin smiled for the first time in weeks. Ravi Mehta became a national name overnight. His AI design for Aurora was adopted not just in the UK, but by cybersecurity agencies around the world. Universities invited him to speak. The Observer ran a full feature. "The Hoodie That Saved the Internet: How a 19-year-old student helped Martin Lewis defeat deepfake crime." Martin insisted Ravi co-author his next book, Trust Code: Fighting Digital Lies with Human Truth. The book became a Sunday Times one-number bestseller. Months after the storm, Martin took a break, his first in 15 years. He retreated with his wife and daughter to a small cottage in Wales. For 3 weeks, he didn't check his phone once. He hiked, he wrote poetry, he watched the sea. When he returned, ITV offered him a blank check for an exclusive return-to-screen interview. He politely declined. Instead, he posted one simple message on his website. "I've spent a career teaching people how to save money. Now it's time to save something far more valuable: the truth." Martin's final major act came a year later. He launched Truth Class, a national program placing media literacy, deepfake detection, and ethical tech lessons into every UK secondary school by 2027. He personally visited schools, often bringing Ravi along. They showed students how to spot fakes, how AI worked, and how to stay skeptical, not cynical. One 14-year-old asked him, "What if the liars get smarter?" Martin smiled. "Then we get smarter too, but we stay kind. That's the part AI can't copy." 2 years had passed since Martin Lewis had helped shut down Prometheus, and while the deepfake crisis had simmered, it never truly vanished. It evolved, hibernated, waiting. On a foggy March evening, Martin stood at the Royal Festival Hall. He was about to deliver the keynote speech at the inaugural Truth Tech Global Summit, a gathering of journalists, technologists, psychologists, and educators. It was being live-streamed to 14 countries. Ravi Mehta, now 21 and heading a truth detection lab at Cambridge, introduced him with pride. Martin took the stage, paused for a moment, and began, "We spent centuries teaching children how to write. Only recently have we started teaching them how to read what's real. In an